just the way that she makes me feel, like as a man, but as a husband, the way that she takes care of me, and the way that she knows, like, when I'm having a bad day, just the way that she loves me and the way that she cares for me, and just everything like about her is my favorite thing. And I know it's like super cliche, but like just like she is my favorite thing.
He is a very compassionate. He is always, anytime that I'm upset, he's always worried for me. And it's not even like oh, what's going on? But it's like a very nurturing, loving, like he's very protective of me. He's protective of my heart, my mental health. And he just cares deeply about me. And it's just really cool. And not just me, but his family and other people that he invests in. He has a kind heart, a loving heart, a heart that just overflows from Jesus' love, which is my definitely favorite part about him. ...2015 February, I stumbled on a dating online app on my phone, and just out of whim, kind of in just like a dry spell of dating, just really felt the Lord, you know, ebb and flowing me into a season of singleness, into like, all right, I'm ready to look for somebody. And living in Columbus didn't really have any options, so I was like, why not try it out?
So we met online, which is, I don't know, I guess a lot of people are doing that these days, but I had really struggled with my relationship with God because of singleness. And I got online and had been on there for a couple weeks and hadn't really seen a lot. I had only put my search within 100 miles, but thankfully Megan had put her search within the whole United States. And so she messaged me. It was awesome when it happened the day after Valentine's Day in 2015.
From there, we kind of on and off just started talking at each other on Facebook. And you know, I thought he was cute, he thought I was cute, but we lived 500 miles away. So I was like, I don't know how this is gonna work.
We just had an instant friendship. Got to know each other, really just started kind of talking more intimate things about what we had gone through as, you know, individuals in our life before we met. And so we got to know each other, and then really just a friendship was built that was based on our love for Jesus.
God's good, and he, through a series of events of Stephen being in Mansfield, Ohio, performing his poetry with a band, I got to meet him for the first time.
A couple weeks later, she came to Indianapolis, had another show there, and we, that was a good night to really see where we were. That's what I think we defined it. We went kind of more than a friendship into actually like having feelings for each other. This is where I proposed. Sorry, my hat's falling off. This is where I proposed to Megan. This little mound.
That once was not green.
Yeah,
which is kind of cool.
Flat.
It's kind of cool that all of this has like completely like just forested over.
Yeah, because these branches weren't here or anything.
It was all completely like desolate.
Clear. It's so weird. That was only 2 years ago.
Yeah, so we walked down here, and I was confused because I thought we were going to go see the waterfall, and then we didn't.
I set up a camera on that little branch, and another camera. One didn't film us at all, the other one did, because I couldn't get the angles right. And then, yeah, I proposed.
Yeah, I thought you were taking a photo.
Yeah, I told her we were going to take a picture real quick.
A couple pictures, and then as soon as you had the pictures, and you
turn the video.
Got down on one knee and proposed.
Right. In this area, it was really cool.
Yeah. And then we freaked out and celebrated by ourselves.
Yep.
It put everything into motion, and from that moment forward, we had 6 months engagement of long distance still, and ended up finally him moving here to Columbus, and we got married on April 1st, 2017, and it's been a whole year now, and it's been an incredible year. I feel like we've grown a lot, we've learned a lot. It's just really cool to see how God's been faithful through it.
The one thing I told her nonstop, I told her over and over, is that I love the way she loves. And I see the way she loves with her friends and her family and the kids that she works with. I love the way that she cares about people, and I think that's the biggest thing I love about her. I love the way that she invests in people, and sometimes it's a little too much. Like sometimes she gets taken advantage of, but I love that that's what God has put in her heart. It's to just love and to reach out to people. When we started talking about really wanting to like develop this relationship, like it was not like it was going to be, no doubt about it, it was going to be centered in Jesus. Like there wasn't any other way that it was going to work out. For us, it's all about like putting our trust in Him and knowing that no matter what happens, no matter what we go through, that God is sovereign in what He does in our lives. And so she, coming into this relationship, she was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. And so that is one of the biggest things for us, keeping Christ centered, because she can have a bad day and like we know that those bad days are going to come and go, but like God stays the same. And so no matter what we go through, knowing that God is in control of the situations. So having Christ in our life, we don't have to look to medicine and psychologists. We don't have to look outside of who He is in our lives and know that He's got everything under control. The only way that a marriage can work to its fullest is having Christ in the middle of it. I don't believe that there's a way that marriage can work to its fullest. I mean, marriages can work all the time, but to its fullest potential without having Christ in the middle, I feel like our marriage would be doomed. And so knowing that Christ is in our lives and knowing that we're working towards whatever He wants for us, trying to make His plans be our plans, and know that no matter what He calls for us to do, like we want to be there, we want to be present, and we want God to just show up. We don't want to ever do anything that God doesn't want for us. So just like encouraging people to know that God has a plan for your life, and He knows what He's doing, even though it doesn't always look like it.
Our whole relationship, from the moment of us meeting randomly to all that we've been through, it's just truly, we've seen God at play at this. Like never in a million years could I have dreamed up this adventure and this marriage, this relationship. And it's something that in the beginning, when I was praying for my future husband, I knew for sure, like I just like, God, like I want an adventure. Like I want something that is going to push me to my limits, but also find joy and to first and foremost see the Lord. And like that's Stephen. Like I see God fully in display in his heart and his life, the way that he loves me, the way that he loves strangers. And I feel that, you know, apart, you know, I could do what I can do on my own, but together, like we just make this power team. And I'm just been so thankful and so blessed that, you know, this last year we've gone through a lot and we've learned a lot. I've just been really fortunate for this next coming years to see what the Lord kind of does through all that. So.